Thanks for joining me. Welcome. Clearly, I don't have my microphone set up because this was really quick and impromptu. But I wanted to come on and show you guys how easy it is to make a flyer or a insert or thank you card for your business. Okay. It's really, really simple. And it's really, really easy. And I'm going to show you guys really, really quick how you can do this and how you don't need Canva Pro. Okay. So I have not paid my bill for, sorry, that's my phone. I have not paid my subscription for this month. So that way I could be able to go in and show you guys exactly what you can do with just the basic Canva. Okay, just basic. Anything that is going to be a pro feature or a paid feature, follow my little arrow, is always going to have a crown by it. Okay, that means that you either need to pay for it. It's not free. If you do pay for it, you may have to get a higher version. I pay about $14 a month for the Canva Pro. Again, you don't need it, but because I do a lot of design and everything else, I go ahead and pay for it. So what you want to do is you want to go into the search engine, and I typed in pink and cream thank you. So you would type in uh, whatever your colors are, purple and brown thank you cards. You just give it a prompt and it'll pull it up for you. Okay. So when I type this in, it's going to pull up this one right here. So I'm just going to click on it, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to design and change things, and then I'll go over to the one that I already actually have saved. So when you open it up, the templates are already going to come kind of already filled out with different things, and it may not be pertinent to you. So what I like to do is go and look. So for this one, I kept the thank you at the top. I kept the thank you for choosing us. So we know for a fact what we're going to change is going to be this logo. We're going to change the contact information, and we're going to change some of this over here. So for me personally, I went in and I put in my telephone number, and I put in my um, email address. Okay. And then I went ahead and made this font a little bit bigger because I didn't like how much space was there for my stuff personally. Then I came over here where it says, "Thank you so much for your purchase. To show our appreciation, please enjoy 20% off your next order with the code LOVE." Yeah, so I'm not going to be giving 20% off. So I'm going to delete that portion. I still like to thank you so much for your purchase. And then I'm going to put something like, because of you, we are here. Thank you so much for your, just thank you so much. And then exclamation. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger as far as the font. I want to kind of fill that. There we go. Space up. I'm going to keep this for from us to you and all of that. So now for the logo, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to delete, and I'm going to delete that. You can keep it if you want to. Totally up to you. What I decided to do in this particular area was just put my photo. Um, so instead of having you guys on here for forever in a day, let me go back over here. I'm going to pull up my template that I already have everything done on. And I'm just going to highlight my photo. And then I'm going to copy. Okay. Now I'm going to come back over here. All right. And then I'm going to click and I'm going to paste. Okay. So then I'm going to take this and I'm going to center it. Everything will let me know. So 8 by 8 on both sides. If I need to go up, if I need to go down. Boom. Okay. And I'm going to close this. Want my screen back. Okay, now I'm going to zoom back out because right now we're at 211. That's just to make sure that we have everything where it needs to be. So, boom. This is my thank you card. Everything is good and ready to go. Now, this is just, like I said, just for the basics. You want to put in a thank you card and everything else. Now, I'm going to show you the one that I actually use and the one that I have. Okay, let me go ahead and close that out. All right, so now we're back on the card that I actually have and that I use. So I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see everything. From us to you, thank you so much for your purchase. Always remember, you're the reason we are here. I have my contact us. I have my email address, and then I have my photo with a QR code. In Canva, you are able to create a QR code. I do believe you have to have some form of subscription in order to do the QR code. But the QR code they can scan and it will take them to all of your social media platforms and everything else. You can have a link tree. There's tons of different ones where you can put all of your information is in one dedicated spot for them to be able to follow you, subscribe instantly for YouTube and all of your other platforms as well. So this is the one that I use, and what I do from there, I'm going to show you this. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. We're going to go up to the top. We're going to hit share. Okay. Then we're going to hit download. Now, for you to change the size, you see this crown right here, and then you see this crown right here. You're going to need a subscription. But what it does allow you to do when you save it in this format, just the way it is, you don't want a transparent background or any of that. You just want the thank you card. You leave everything as is and you're going to hit download. Okay. When you hit download, it's going to save to whatever your download file is or however you go about using that. Okay. So then the next thing that we're going to do is I do everything in my Silhouette Studio. Okay. So I then pull up my Silhouette Studio. And then what's going to happen is everything that I just saved, I'm going to open up. You're going to go to File. You're going to hit Merge. And then you're going to bring in that item. You never want to hit Open. You never want to hit New because it's just going to give you a new tab or it's going to open a new tab. You want to merge. So again, you're going to go to File, you're going to go to Merge, and then you're going to pick your item that you downloaded. Okay, so from there, you are going to be able to fit up to 4 flyers on one sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. So the way that I like to do this is I'm going to blow this up, and the way you do that is Control and the plus sign. Okay, and I got, if you see my mouse right here, my little triangle, I want you to pay attention to this line that's right here that I'm pointing at. Okay, when you go to View, you can deselect that. Okay, if you ever open up your page and it doesn't have that line, I highly suggest if you are new or if you've been doing this for years, I've been doing it for years, I still use it. You're going to go to View, you're going to do Show Print Border. That lets you know that you are within the area to print. If you go over those lines, just know it will not print unless you do borderless printing. That's something totally different. We'll get into later, but this is just the basics. So you want to keep all of your artwork inside of that area. Also, another good thing to note, even though we're not doing it today, is going to be show border. This red line appeared right here. Okay. If you are using your cutter, you need to keep everything within this area. Okay. So it doesn't even matter this print area at this point anymore. If you're going to be cutting, you need to have it right here. And if you're going to be doing a print and cut, you need to make sure everything's just within this red. Okay. Because you're going to be printing it. Then you're going to go to back door and you're going to cut it. So you want everything to be within this red right here. Okay. So now I'm going to zoom back out. That's going to be Control minus. Okay. And for this, I just wanted to show you guys, I'm going to give you the measurements to what you can measure it down so all 4 can fit on here. So the measurements are going to be the width is going to be 4.589. And then the height is going to be 3.670. Okay, so here's my little mouse. You guys see it? It's going to go all the way up here. Okay. The best way for you to do that is you want to hit this unlock button. And once you hit that unlock button, you are able to enter in your dimensions. Your dimensions again for the width is going to be 4.589. And then for your height, it is going to be 3.670. Okay. Now I'm going to delete these. I'm going to delete 3 of them. Okay. So for you coming in, you've done everything. You've got everything where you need it to be. This is the size. We're going to bring it into our page. We're going to highlight it. We're going to go back up here to objects. We are going to go to replicate. Okay, you want to tap. That keeps it open. So when you hit replicate, you're going to come down and you're going to do fill page, the very last one. You're going to click on that. Everything is measured for you. Everything is lined up. Don't go in here messing with it. Okay. Everything is positioned equally so that you can be able to go in and cut. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in to show you guys something really quick. So my mouse, if you can see it right here, you'll see the powder pink, and then you'll see the white. See the powder pink, and then you see the white. When you get ready to cut, I'm going to be using like my little cutting machine, not the Silhouette Cameo, because I just think it takes too much time to load it and everything else when I can just use my little cutter with my little cutter blade and everything else. But this is what I'm lining it up with. I'm lining it up where that powder pink starts, okay, on all four of these. So when you see me cutting, the lighting is going to make it look like it's all white, but just know there's a powder pink there, and that's how I know where to cut. Because it'll just seem like I'm just randomly cutting or I'm that good. I wish I was, but I'm not. Okay, so we're going to zoom back out. And what we do from here, we have everything lined up for us. Everything is within the frame for printing. We're going to go up here. We're going to hit print. Okay, or you can hit Control P, whatever you want to do. Okay, so then we're going to hit print. And then the next step that we are going to do is we are going to pick our printer. I'll be printing from the Epson EcoTank 2760. It has not been converted. Okay, I repeat, it has not been converted. I don't need you guys saying, oh, hey, I didn't know you could print from a sublimation printer. No, this one is my regular printer. I kept the regular ink in there. These for party favors and things like this. So we're going to be printing from the EcoTank 2760. We want to go to preferences. When you hit preferences and this does not open, it means that you have not downloaded your printer settings, your disk, the files and stuff. Most of you guys, when you open your preference, it looks like this. Okay, it only gives you these options. But this is the reason why you guys aren't getting those vibrant colors. This is the reasons why you can't find the printer settings or anything. Even when you go to advanced, it's going to give you this. You do not want this. Okay, you need to download your printer drive. You need to download it. You can easily go to Epson and you can put in the printer. So you're going to type in ET2760 printer package or printer profile. It'll say it. I'll put it in the description box below. So you're going to do that. You're going to go to preferences. And when you go to your preferences, this is where we're going to pick everything and we're going to tell it what we need. So document size is going to be the letter 8.5 by 11. We are going to do paper type and we are going to do it as photo paper glossy. But on the printer itself, you're just going to pick glossy. That's it. So in here, photo paper glossy. On the printer, when you actually print it and set it up manually, you're going to do glossy for quality. We usually love to do high quality because of the paper that we're using, and it is the koala. You can do standard and it is going to print at a high quality. What this does is it saves your ink, so you're not using so much ink. It is going to allow it to instantly dry. Like as soon as you print it, I'm going to show you guys. I'm rubbing it as it's coming out of the printer, and there's no smudging. There's no ink going anywhere. It's perfect. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, photo paper standard. You're going to go down here to your copies. You're going to enter in how many you want. We're going to do 4 pages. Okay. From there, we're going to hit OK. You're going to hit apply. You have to hit apply. Apply means that now we are applying all of those things that we just input. If you don't hit apply, then it's not going to print out correctly. You're going to be wondering what happened. Okay. That's what you want to do. And then from there, you're going to hit print. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit print. I will meet you guys over at the printer so that we can go ahead and print everything out. And then from there, we'll come and we will cut it. And it's just that simple, you guys, and just that easy. So I will see you guys at the printer. Okay, bye. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get to cutting our paper. So I like to use something plain. I have this right here. It's just a piece of wood that I got from Home Depot for my laser. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I have so many different things going on. Okay, you guys, so we're going to be finishing our flyers. Okay, the paper that we are using, as we already saw earlier, is going to be Koala. It's going to be the double-sided glossy photo paper. And remember, I did the settings at glossy, and then I did it standard. I didn't do high quality. I didn't do photo premium or anything like that because that will definitely eat away at your ink. I just did regular glossy on standard. On the back is also going to tell you right here for photo paper, you want to either use photo paper or glossy, and then you're going to do it as standard to print. And this is going to be on the back. It's going to give you all the directions, tips, and tricks and everything, okay? And when you do that, they are going to come out very nice. You don't have to worry about whether or not you sacrifice quality in the print. The color is vibrant. Everything is good to go. Okay, let me set that there. Now, you have a couple of different options. You can cut it out with scissors, okay? Or you can choose to cut them out with a cutter. You can use your cutting machine, like your Silhouette, your Cricut, whatever you choose to use, but that's by the time it takes for you to load it up, have it read it, and everything else, you could have just went ahead and did it like this. But again, personal preference, totally up to you. Okay, this is very easy. I'm going to line what I want cut it up right here. And remember, when we did this in Silhouette, it automatically lined everything up for us. So we don't have to worry about if we're cutting one different than we're cutting the other or anything like that. Everything is going to line up exactly the same, no matter what. Okay. Now we're going to go down the middle. Pull it over. Okay, I'm still in the frame. And I know you can't see it, but it actually, it's a little indentation right here, so you'll know exactly where that cut is going to go. And for this one, because it has a little excess right here, right there, we're going to trim that down a little more and get it closer to the pink. You can't really see on camera, but there's a trim right here where it goes white and then it goes like soft pink right here. So that's how I'm able to know where to cut because I can see it differently from here. Boom, you guys. There we go. Let me finish these. Okay. And this is the part where I say, please like, comment, and subscribe for more tips and tricks on budget saving ideas for your business or just in general. You have homecoming, you have somebody on homecoming court. These are great for flyers like that as well. And you can also do, since it's double-sided, you can do front and back as well. So it's always a good thing. So you guys, just that simple, just that quick, we've made thank you inserts for our packages. And mine says, thank you for choosing us. From us to you, thank you so much for your purchase. Always remember, you're the reason we are here. Contact us if for email, mine is fairytaledreamstexas, which is tx@gmail.com. We have our QR code right there where they can scan and it'll take them to your link tree or different links where you can have them follow you and everything else. Then if you love our order, we'd love to have your review. Then it has a picture of me in the middle. And it's really just that simple. It didn't cost me anything to design this. I did it in Canva and I did it in the free edition. The QR code You will have to have either the pro or a subscription level. I'm not sure. I'll leave that information in the description below. But yeah, you can make you a QR code as well on Canva. But guys, there's no reason you shouldn't be putting flyers or thank you cards or even tags for your items that you sell. It's very simple, very easy, and doesn't cost that much. And again, I cannot tell you how much I love this paper. Okay, it doesn't jam up my machine. This is a 69 pound, 260 grams. It's 100 sheets, 8.5 by 11. They do sell larger sizes if you have a wide format printer. It does go higher. I will leave a link in the description box below for you guys to go ahead and use it, and you can get a percentage off. But I cannot tell you guys how much I love this. I also use this for my party favors and everything else. So again, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this quick tutorial on how to make custom flyers or inserts for your items. So again, thank you. See you later. Bye.